Greetings, cadets. Commander Payne here. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to this evening stream of The Outer Worlds. In a world. Yeah, boy. What up, Dilbert? How's it going? Okay, don't worry about what you just saw on the little screen there. For some reason, it saved us a little ways back. So I was just turning that quest in again. Right, continuing on some side missions. Enter the secret lab. Right, is this on our map yet? Oh, it's over there. Okay, maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll get rid of this one. How's it going, Tony? Lime and shine. Or slim and shine? Yeah, slim and shine, sorry. The green threw me off. Glitchy is making pizzas on a stream, Commander. Roger that. Like from scratch, or did she buy the base? What are you doing?
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
Oh my god, this game. They put a twist on it. Tucker wanted me to tell you that he died. Lie, I'm sorry, Tucker is dead. God damn it. Well, there's no good me doing that stream now, is there? Glitzy's gone and done it already. Grab your pizza base and get your tomato puree and spread it all over the base. Then you add some cheese. Then you add some cheese, my lovelies. Right, oh, this is so annoying. I think when I get into games like this, we really need to decide what kind of mindset we're gonna go with. Let's cause some trouble. Let's have a laugh, shall we? Tucker wanted me to tell you that he died.
What are you saying? That doesn't make any sense. Why would my little boy say that?
He didn't want to come home and said it would be easier if he thought he was dead.
Easier? Thinking my little boy was dead would be easier? On who? This doesn't sound like my Tucker at all. How do I know you're not lying?
He told me to give you this ring as proof. Oh, ask him yourself. He's sitting in a bar in Amber Heights. Let's go with the ring.
This was his daddy's ring. Tucker never takes it off, not even to bathe. And you're saying he gave this to you so I'd think he died? I need to think about this. I don't understand how it's all gone so wrong. Here's the reward I promised. Please, just leave me in peace. I don't understand. All I wanted was to keep my babies.
Okay, that's that done. Did we budget or did that work? Yep, that's fine. Still a completion. A grim tomorrow. This one out of the way. Oh, it's right over here.
Why would he do this?
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings.
Greetings.
And welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
What was that exchange you were going on about? Money trouble?
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
For your pretty face? You'd get it. Do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I'll kill him,
Sort
and
of
then
a
you can talk to me.
strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I'll talk to you later.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right, Tony. It's I think it will stop soon. I think it's my phone updating. Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. That's very generous of you. No, you have a meeting with me. Let's go generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I
See a
can't
no
drive a good
screw up there?
bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
I'm looking for the information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat fucked colony, I'm gonna stab someone.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Exactly what are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You're tired of scrounging and scrapping by, is that it? Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it? Yeah, that sounds good.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
What do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Well, I've shut down everything. Stream should be, and my downloads on the phone have stopped as well. Right, the plan she refers to is two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. You do seem to have a bit of a Raptidon problem. Fine, but how do you mean to do that? How long did it take you to figure that you need to defend your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
This Bolt 52 sounds useful. What is it?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town. Used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
And I guess I'll go get your Bolt 52.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Great. Someone's going to want that information.
What can I do for you?
I have a question about MSI in the good old days. I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
I have questions about MSI and the good old days of graphics cards.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
Wow. How did MSI get kicked off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times.
Yeah, why was it all
Especially
this
seeing
happened?
as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
You mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically
true.
For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
What happened to the other corporations?
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
Ah, okay. No guts, no glory.
That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself.
And how did that work out?
That's yet to be determined. We saw the chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Reforms are for quitters. Yeah.
Nonsense. They're good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Oh, interesting. Like your leadership didn't embrace your ideas, using the board's own tools against them? Clever.
That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
What up, Tim? Yet here you are. I hope you gave him the finger.
In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Why exactly do you want back on the board?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
Oh,
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
I can't fault you for your practicality.
Indeed, we've got to consider realities, not ideals. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is England. This is England, and they've been kicked out because of Brexit, and now they're trying to make a deal to get back in, but to keep their independence. Do you see it? Do you see it also? We wanted out, and the only way to own the whole planet was to call a referendum and vote to leave the European Union, aka the board. Okay. Oh, Tim. Yeah. Look out. Politics. Rip. Okay. Carry on. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage to your part will allow us a more equitable relationship. Leverage?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations.
Bum, bum, bum. You don't seem to think much of
He and his
Graham.
followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
I will admit, I am keen to meet their leader.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Graham has a habit of ruining everything, and everyone around him.
Okay, that sounds pretty bad.
It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
What's the hazard clause?
It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes it.
And they involved it on Monarch?
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
Yeah, I'd say.
What can I do for you?
Okay, we're done here.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
This terminal is only to be used for official communications. View data. A summary report and conditions within Stellar Bay. This is all them stupid numbers he was talking about. Working slogans. MSI, our profit margins are stellar. MSI Saltuna, 43.28% more nutrient dense than the leading brands. Bum, bum, dum, dum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I was thinking of doing a bit of tinkering actually. I was wondering when we're going to come across some way better armor. Where is that? What is this helmet? Sublight contract helmet. Damage to creatures 25%. Sounds good. But yeah, if we tinker with stuff, we could up it. But I was wondering, like, when's a good time to do that? Okay, so we got another quiz, another one. The Grim tomorrow. Check with ceiling. Wait a minute. What we came in here for?
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
I haven't spoken to him yet. Grim asked me to check on you about his Tossball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
To the warehouse!
Smells like that. Oh, it does work.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Catherine said she'll shove you in a box if you keep running your yap like that.
Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately.
I'll run you ragged, woman.
First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster. Hang on, let's just stop a minute. Could you imagine that? Just like, oh, I need a bit of money, let's just go to work today. Just turn up. Cool would that be?
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
What? Who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
So it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
You still have the poster, right?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
You're just giving Grimm's poster away? Didn't he pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Surely we can work something out.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Intimidate. You won't do much business if your neighbors hate you. Consider this an investment. Persuade. Work with me. I'm helping you find Braxton, aren't I? Bribe. Take 740. Okay. Let's go with persuade.
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. Fine by me.
This is about your foreman.
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials. He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties.
Too bad.
Tell me about it.
I could talk to him.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
Sure.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance.
So, break
If
his
you
legs.
can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay. That Braxton had been stealing drugs.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Okay. Awfully nice. Why don't you turn him in? You should have hung the sleaze bag out to dry. Nice of you not
We're
saying
not like
anything.
those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Right, some more quests. Right, get Grimm's possible. Keeping the poster locked up in the office. See, I thought we might have gone back to see him, but not. Okay, the secret people go to Braxton's apartment. Eric's handiwork convinced Caleb to return to work. Please enter the secret lab. Bolt with his name. Okay, so these are going to be fighting thingies. Flowers for Sebastian. Okay, let's do that one. Slide. Oh, I want to slide. Earrings. Look at this dude.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Because she likes you, you dummy.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
She's interested in you romantically. She wants you to stick your thingamabobbin into her thingamabobbin.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one,
Yeah.
won't hardly make a bit.
Yeah, give her one.
On account of
She
no
wants
one else
one.
having any use for raptidon tongues.
Doesn't want a discount. She's attracted to you, moron.
Nuh-uh. A lot of people think I'm not too bright, but you're not fooling me. I know she can't get these goods anywhere else.
You think she needs the stuff she buys? She just wants an excuse to talk to you.
Come on, that's crazy. No one would do that.
Okay, persuade.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on.
He likes you, Celia. Just don't ask him for any discounts. Look, you've got your chance. Have fun and don't overthink it. All I know is that if you act like this crazy, you'll send him running. Yeah.
Right. I've just got to be myself. Just my normal self. Ah, look at me going on.
But if
I'm
things
sure
don't
you've got
go
other
well,
things to do, and Mr. Nandi's
here's my
giving you that
number.
back to work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Level up. Right, we want to get some hacking skills up in this beach. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. This needs quite a few points, doesn't it? Right, next on the list, the secret people. Yes. That's what. Oh. Examine. Clean dead mantis worms from air filters. Purchase gaskets. Do not buy from Sebastian again. Those look like they'd been sitting in a rat's belly. Get fish oil from Velma. Ask Catherine for resupply. Bother Shanjo about the walls. Zeng's to-do list. Who's Zeng? Are you Zeng? You are Zeng.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
I'd like to trade.
All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Why is this locked? Okay, what is this? 50 pig tuners. Ugh. Sell stuff. Liquid caffeine with boosters. Okay, adrenatime high, movement speed plus 20%, melee weapon attack speed plus 20%, adrenatime crash, all attributes -1. Yeah, we want to sell this shit. Sure. What does this one do? Oh, does anything increase our stuff? Because if we sort by value, maybe that kind of critical damage 15%, extra headshot damage, critical damage. These all do the same thing. Body attributes +1, last 1 minute. Oh, this has minuses in it. Hangover. Oh, sold. Let's just... How do you eat stuff? Oh, we're in the cell thing, aren't we? I think. $600 bits? No thanks. Right. Inventory. Drink this. Equip. Oh, I can have 3 additives now? Cool. Alright, let's put you in there. And you in there. Oh, hang on, does it cycle through or does it use all 3 at once? Because if you look at the top left there where it says 71, but it looks like the first option is highlighted more than the last option. How does that work then? Consumables. Well, okay, well, if they disappear, we know it uses all 3. We'll have to check that next time. Right. So she's just a vendor. Workbench. Repair all. Tinker, tinker, tinker. Anyway. Oh, that's one. Let me just check something. Sorry. Tinker, armor. This thing. How much does it cost? 47 plus 2.4. Armor. This armor. New armor mod will take everything down except... Are you kidding me? That's shit. This is worth 250? Why would you do this? Increasing -5. Why would adding something to it take it stuff away? Alright, screw you then. You know, I think we've really got a good bit of good bit of armor here. This thing.
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick.
You're alright.
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Lower one on the right. Oh, rip.
What a gruesome way to die. Body bag dispenser.
Oh, he's
empty.
up us. He's above us.
Replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
What? Victim. Good with the frying pan. Well, we won't steal anything to... Oh, examine. This. Tossable betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field tossable betting. Oh. Has any quest hasn't popped up at all, has it? Damn it. Hastily packed suitcase. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and colour, were stuffed into this suitcase. Someone was leaving in a hurry. Search the apartment for clues. Investigate left field tossing betting. Tossball betting, sorry. Tossing. Your Magnum.
Muting volume now.
Hey, he won't miss this. He doesn't need that anymore. Hi. Sorry to bother you about this, but something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia's keeping up there, but she works for you, right? You think you could talk to her about it? Can you please try to keep your window shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites mantis swarms, and a mantis swarm infestation is everyone's problem. I know you keep odd hours. I know because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day and night, haha, but maybe you could try to close your door a little more quietly? I have rather sensitive nerves, and every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Dun, dun, dun. Looks cool.
Whatever you do, don't mention Tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
If you'd gotten stuck in an hour-long rant about mostly colonists, you'd be thankful.
Holy shit. That looks kind of epic. We'll take it. Oh, hi. You saw nothing, right?
Agnes seems quiet lately. That's not like her at all.
We pick this? Rifle Ultra. Inventory, weaponry, value. Oh, this looks fucking awesome. The Vermin Hammersmith. Special effect, knockout. Try that in place of this. And what about that hunting rifle Ultra? Are they all called Ultra? Oh my god, I got 4 of the fuckers. Alright. Anyway, let's have a look at this gun. It's high noon. Don't. Right, let's go talk to him. Get back to work! Laura. That's what I'm looking for.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
I'm sorry, did you not hear me shoot your wall? I'm looking for Braxton. Have you seen him?
Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Relax, no one's in trouble. I'm just looking to have a friendly chat with him. Why are you acting so paranoid?
Paranoid? I'm not paranoid. By the void, do I seem paranoid to you?
If you keep giving me the runaround, I'll give you a reason to be paranoid.
Okay, I'll tell you everything. He told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
All I needed.
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Everything's spinning. I'm just gonna take it easy, okay?
Out for delivery, dropping a care package off with the Mathers in the old ruins south of Stella Bay. Be back soon, Laura. I know you're reading this. Stay out of my things. Said stay out of his things.
Everything's spinning. I'm just gonna take it easy, okay?
I don't think stealing's that bad of a thing. Right.
Vacuum pack full. Emptying sack and replacing filter now.
$209 meters, okay.
Hold on to your hats, children. This ride is about to get ugly.
Deploying odor neutralizing. Aerosol spray now.
Got everything, don't worry about it. Forget about it.
No stain is too tough for Sam. Mega messy. Pollutant purified. Dedication and maintenance job fulfilled.
Okay, maybe we didn't clear everything out. Another one in water things. The Mather residence.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
Only if you give yourself over to the plan, Martha. May I call you Martha?
By all means. Just make yourself comfortable. Company is always a reason for cheer.
I certainly can't fault your optimism. If you're so eager for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Like, oh, maybe this. Okay. Levi.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone now. Bum, 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 bum. Optional house key. Who are you? Lizzie.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, you
hi
look
there.
plagued.
Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
What are you talking about? Oh, let's lie. Sure, I bought some candies, little girl.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Was his name Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
Can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever.
Why isn't he bringing
Mama
you?
says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you more?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again. Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Perhaps we should skip dinner. My stomach has been a tad unsettled of late.
Yeah, seeing her, I can understand why. Mr. Barker. Get out of my way. Oh.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, I was just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Your what candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Calm down, I'm going now. Is it? Yes, this must be the parents' room then. Kids' room. Why's the boys' room pink? Okay. Bow, bow, bow. Where they must have taken him to have the talk.
At risk of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
It is unnatural, an affront to the grand plan.
Braxton Heck's work ID identifies Braxton Heck as an employee of the MSI Fishery and Velma Ballard as his supervisor. Okay. If lost, please return to Velma. Okay. Pick up supper time. Supper time. Officer's Spine 181. Fine. Supper time. 199. Wait a minute, supper time. Okay, I think we've all worked out what's for dinner, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cadets, Morse Gordon, Elite Forces. Braxton himself. Right, where's the rock candy? Examine. Surprise! The sun crests the horizon as round, soft and warm, the lumpy of Sisty Pig. The day is fresh and alive with possibilities. Trees. Ever reds rise from the ground, glistening in triumphant daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amidst the dust sky. Hunger. There is an ache sharp in my stomach. Hurts all the time. Food makes me sick, water makes me sick, always hungry, so I can't think. Okay. Everything.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh dear. You've been nosy, haven't you?
The murdering cannibal accuses me of being nosy.
Quickly, my dear. She's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Wow, this thing is rubbish.
Dust to dust. Or in this case, bloody bone to bloody bones.
Sanitization complete.
I got the house key. Mr. Ouch! Melee weapon mod. Attack increases damage dealt from a power attack. 20%. Right, so let's have a look, see. Right, so... Right, we have 3 items up there. Right, we've got 7 of those, so that would replenish. But I think we've only got... Oh no, we've got 3. 7 and 3. Right, F. 2 and 6. Yeah, it does use all 3 items. Drug addiction. Space's choice found a flaw in you. Drug addiction. Taking as many drugs as you have has turned you in... has turned to an addiction, making you suffer withdrawal if you go too long without another hit. Drug addiction. Oh, reject. I'm not drug addicted. Was it because there's 3 inhalers in one? Was I'm stupid. Vaping's bad, kids. Right, okay, so I guess we found out what's up with him. He's dead. Hey, Blondie, Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy as Halcyon Helen. Back to Velma. Oh no, let's do the other one and then we'll go see Velma. We've got to go.
Initiating self-cleaning cycle.
Right, I'm curious. 1 second. So this is 307. This is 199. Yeah, 199. This was doing absolute trash damage. I think it says damage 90. Maybe they was immune to the green stuff.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
I'm not here to chat about teams. Who has time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks?
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you?
I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him? Velma tells me you outbid Grim for a signed tossball poster. Did you having trouble? Let's go with this one.
Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
Can I trade you for it?
I don't know. This isn't just some poster. It's a genuine tossball artifact. The Black Hole doesn't even sign things anymore. He just puts a stamp on them. Of course, the only reason I asked Velma about it in the first place was because those Sublight fellas lost my shipment of official tossball jerseys. I was gonna line the walls with them. They're the new ones, now with authentic game time aroma.
Authentic? As in the players actually sweating them?
Of course not. No, authentic means close enough to be the real thing, but not actually the real thing. Everyone knows that. Anyway, I guess they tried to take a shortcut around Amber Heights and ran into some trouble. Can't blame them for trying. Those iconoclasts never shut up. But they lost a bunch of cargo, including my jerseys. If you could get those for me, I might let Grim have that poster.
Oh, do I already have them? Actually, I think I already got
Really?
them.
Wait, let me just take a sniff. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Just let it waft right into your nostrils. That's the smell of pure, unfiltered sportsmanship, baby. Tell Velma that Grim can keep his poster. I've got all I need right here. What can I do for you?
I found this betting slip in a dead man. No, let's go with the tossball game transmissions.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okay. I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment. Any ideas?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
Cut to the chase. Do you know, did it or not?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Investigate Elijah and his gang.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly,
Almost storage.
makes you more.
Trust me?
Where's the stairs? Why is it telling me about this? Ouch.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Got some bad news about Brexton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Yeah, I bet you do. Cheer up. Maybe now you can hire someone better. Yep.
Oh, sure. Because Monarch's just teeming with experts in the finer points of salt tuna health. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Can we come to an arrangement on Grimm's poster?
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Neil's no longer interested in the poster.
That's a surprise. Tossball being part of her business and all. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon.
Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
What up, Richard?
She's principled, in at least
Richard
this
with his
area.
real name.
I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it.
Maybe
I'm about ready to hire sub-light contractors at this rate.
maybe when you're over here, I should call you Pocket. It's Pocket Colossus, everyone. Sanjar's gonna notice some shortfalls before long and he'll hold you responsible.
Maybe so, but I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. Near the diner.
Okay.
Fine by me.
Catch you later. Deliver Tossball poster. Dun, 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 dun. Grim, 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 grim. Did anyone see Stats Twitter post? He's at BlizzCon, and he found there's like a character called Stet in some game, StarCraft 2 or something, and it looks just like him, but it's called Stet instead. You heard it here first, guys. If you come across Pocket Colossus on Tinder, you know what it
Have
is.
you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Remind me what's so special about this poster?
It's signed by Birdie Black Hole Holcomb, one of the greatest hackers who ever played tossball. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Whatever, I don't really care.
Ah, you must be a Hammers fan for sure.
Give him the poster. Here it is.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Your ball blocker, huh? Nice. Inventory. Can we sort by when received? I don't think you can. What did it look like? This thing, I guess. Pro tossball blocker. 449 damage? Well, no, it's 100. It's 449 DPS. It's 168 damage. I need to keep an eye on that. But this is only 61 damage. Okay. This is the big boy. Okay.
I'd show you around, but I gotta keep watch. Just in case someone else comes along.
We're getting through. We're getting through. Why the science weapon on Monarch? Wow, it's in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Yeah, investigate the gang.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Warning! Rock stuck in tread. Warning! Twig stuck in tread. Warning! Mangled sprat entrails stuck in tread.
Quietly now.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Oh.
Hey.
Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
Has anyone told you both sound like brothers?
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
In that case, I should get going.
Not so fast. You look like you got some bits. I'm thinking we take them off your corpse.
That's hilarious. You're out of your league, moron.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You've bullied people long enough. You know what's good for you. You'll clear out and never come back. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Detected! Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
We didn't find out if he actually killed him or not. Guess we just tell Sanjo we dealt with him. Well, there was something else there for a second.
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
Taking care of it. The killers are dead.
But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters.
Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. Yeah, maybe I could have taken their statement if they hadn't been ready to kill me.
Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense.
Put up Polar, please.
Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
625, nice. Okay, another one bites the dust. Yeah, we've got to convince this guy to go back to work. With my hammer. My hammer of justice. Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all. Whatever I want.
Just keep your fingers to your own self, okay?
Yeah.
Here they come.
What are you doing? Can't I talk myself out of this one? No, did that break it? Whoa, hang on, wait a minute. I got a time on it. Oh, weird. Like, why did they just attack? Well, okay, anyway.
New face, huh? You from off-world?
Yep, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work.
You work whenever you like.
We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Is it just how to put pressure on? No, Velma's treat went in to replace you with sublet contractors. Yeah, let's go with that.
Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion in Stellar Bay.
Why do we want to... Okay, fine. That's the
If
option.
I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail now?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Hey. So we're on their side. I guess... we're supposed to rob all that stuff. Maybe we'll rob it after and then kill him.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Wait a minute, is that still the same quest? Are there any more green?
Think they're watching the same serial?
Stash.
Playing the same tossball game?
Poor Braxton.
I don't want to think of it.
Eaten by
Oh, what the hell game? Oh. Splish splash, I was taking the bath. Right, let's try to. Okay. No, no. What do we do now? We need stealth. Yes, stealth. And engineering, maybe? Oh, that's even less than what we had. It's sneak. Science. Science is a good one, okay. There we go.
Hey, that's
Presence, as always.
Yeah, we just pissed everyone off. How else are we supposed to get in there?
Leave me alone! I think I soiled myself.
I mean, are they all trying to kill me now? What is going on? Hang on, why has it got his stuff in there? Oh, that was her stash. Wait a minute. Journal. Eric's handiwork. Can let me have any other autoloader operators on the strike until it's able to return to work. Stash. Okay, so this is what he's living off. So if this is gone, he has to go back to work, and we don't have to put pressure on her. Then what was that all about? Blackmail? Where's the warehouse again?
Velma seem out of sorts too?
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail. I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts, which means we're all in the same boat. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire Sublight contractors at this rate. For running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar? Not on your life.
Oops.
Fine, bye.
So, I guess in her stash is the evidence that she's taken off the top, maybe. These ain't the authorization code. Hack. These ain't the name of the employee files you want to review. The Velma's personal files are most of the supply contract order form spreadsheets and financial records. Carefully study her financial reveals that for the past several years she's been slowly siphoning money from her operating budget into her personal account. The theft is cleverly hidden. Why would this be on a computer? Individual instances could be excused as rounding errors or mistakes in simple arithmetic. The sheer volume of occurrences, however, indicates deliberate intent. Rackstone files are filled with Sultana breeding charts, various pharmacological formulae, and musings on why Sultana seems to prefer borscht and beans over plain bratwurst. Mash random keys. Password incorrect, please try again. Messages. The fishing tank 23A are looking a little lumpy. We really need to talk about the Sultana situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because I'm not finding buyers. Seriously, where are you? You were missing 3 shifts. Right, so... Retrieve financial data from Velma's terminal showing that she's been siphoning money into her personal account. Okay, we got the blackmail we needed.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Let's talk about
Unless
Caleb.
you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
I saw your accounts. You've been skimming money for years. You can afford to pay more.
Yeah, and did you miss the part where I'm working doubles to cover for everyone who decides not to show?
Ironic, isn't it?
I'm the one who keeps this place running. That money's mine, one way or another.
Sounds remarkably like Caleb's argument.
Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
Peace. Mission accomplished. That was a tough one. So many different options, so many different ways to do it. I think we've done a good way.
Why don't you grab a chair? Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Okay, we won't tell him. You've got the pay rise.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Please leave. Goes that away. Yep. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Muchas gracias.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
Skill points. Right, let's go into lockpicking again. Number 5. We got a perk. Right, let's have a look, see. Yeah, let's do that one. Reputation. I guess we need to speak to this.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the tell the blood from the mud.
Keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Who are you?
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the fuck. Fair point. I deserve it, though. On account of being the best.
Well, I'm Commander Payne. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
I'm told you can get me to an information broker. Let's buy a drink.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Sure, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Steroid or caffeine somethings? I don't even know what you're taking. You mean caffeinoid? That stuff just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
You won't find a better deal in Halcyon than our special one-time offer for a refurbished sanitation unit. Remember, if it's dirty, it's a job for Sam.
What in the... That thing talks?
That's Sam. It helps me stay clean. Anyway, I'll go get those meds. Homicide dispensary. What's the betting this machine don't work?
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Give me the drugs.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Who's your lucky friend, dearie?
Let's get some bonus XP.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I know it's gonna be bad, but fuck it, Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be some way I can increase her allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Persuade. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Remind me, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
Where can I find this, Dr. William?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Flower of enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Guess I'll have to figure this out on my own.
Chin up, dearie.
Sometimes
Whoa, that was the wrong button. Oh no, no, no. Oh god, I meant to crouch to see if I could pickpocket her.
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above?
Damn it. Because C is to send him off to do his thing, and control is to crouch, but C is also crouch in other games. Oops.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I... What can Auntie... And what... Who's your lucky friend? It's not... Now I've gone and said too much. Dr. Williams, man. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. It's the Do be careful. I'd hate... Chin up, dearie.
Let's do this anyway. Even though I just wanted to see if we could get the key, but... Wait a minute, is the graveyard out of town? Yeah. What? Why have they come back?
Here we go. That's the last of them.
How are we doing for carry weight? 264, 270. God damn it.
Don't mess with us.
Counting. 126 messes. 127 messes.
Show them how it's done.
Gotta love this fast travel. Gotta love this fast travel. What is this? Login. Hack. Please select from the following mention patient records. Please enter the name. Naoka. Caffeinoid allotment standard. Medical engineer notes. Liver damage, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Attitude problems, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Frequent social withdrawal, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Increase caffeinoid allotment. That's how we had to do. Allotment increased to high. Warning, excessive caffeinoid consumption may lead to side effects. Okay, cool. Commander Payne. Error, patient not found. Please try again. Data storage. Please enter the name of the employee whose files you want to review. E. Edwards. What the hell? Reacticism. Pep you up. I had hypothesized that the combination might awaken my mind and senses of the greater realities around us. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It is perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from the episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were most invigorating. I have to attempt a milder dosage once heart palpitations subside. Reactism plus pep you up. Oh, interesting. After my previous experience, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow the mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Alas, I was only partially successful. The combinations of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble, so much so that I soon fell into a stupor. I awoke some hours later in a pile of my own sick and most curious craving for Tilleritos. They said, do not mix these in. Searching, file empty. What is that? 3 times Corsair. So if we come across any Corsair. Any got any downside? That'll do, fuck it. I should get a bonus. I've increased it and I've stolen her some. All the bonuses.
You ever think about what goes on?
You're back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above?
I got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous.
30
than a steady
KXP.
supply of
Nice.
alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked out an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Vicar Max, wait on the ship. We need Sam, wait on the ship.
New customer profile created. Greetings, user Nyoka.
Nyoka.
You look like a preacher. You a traveling vicar?
In a manner of speaking.
Stellar Bay had a vicar once. He took it upon himself to convince Graham's folk to come back to the corporate fold. Kept making the trip between the city and Amber Heights by foot. Kept getting himself into all sorts of scrapes. Day came when I found a book of his in the middle of a rapt encampment. Hand still gripping it, too.
The plan unfolds as the plan unfolds. To vicar and layman alike.
Right, let's sort out, yeah. Right, we shall give you this level 22. Actually, it's not that bad. Stealth skills. $41? Why am I not wearing this? Yep, that'll do you. Features 25. Well, I think that comes in more handy than whatever that helmet was. 41. Okay, let's have a look at the journal real quick. Hang on, what is she good at? Medical. Sneak. Let's give her some perks, shall we? Huh? Let's go get this thing. Just outside.
Can we talk? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed.
Well, we'll see about that. I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
What kind of danger are we talking about here?
Nothing we can't handle.
Okay, what is it?
I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
How'd you know they're dead? Because you killed them.
I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time. His name was Hayes, and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
And after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
We're gonna have to kill a Mantiqueen?
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Okay. Right, what did we select? Bolt with his name. This way. This way is not an option.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
It's hammer time, baby. Hammer time. So glad we got that speed increase. Time for some crowd control. Oh, I'm out of carry weight. Damn it. Damn it. How can we be out of carry weight already? Oh, is it because we got rid of Sam? No, 270. Right, let us increase carry weight. No, that's not an option. Right, what have we been having trouble with lately? We've been having a lot of trouble with. We've got the lock picking up a bit. There's another one that keeps coming up that we can't do. Is it Persuade? No, Persuade's fine. What was it? Something that keeps getting up on the, is it on the computer terminals? I'm pretty sure it's Persuade, but I don't think. Yeah, dialogue 45. So, well, we were good for damage so far, I reckon. Good at dishing out damage. Let's do something. Right, inventory. Right, sort by name. And then get rid of some, break down some duplicates, shall we? Well, what break down this weapon? Engineering 40, 20% chance for extra. Ooh. Well, it's not the same gun. They're quite expensive, those are. You let me break this down. It does. Wow, that's a bit rip. That's one of the secret weapons. Does 138 damage. For 96. Right, that'll do us. Excuse me, to the matter at hand. Cool. We had the key for this. Wow, a lot of money. Holy shit! Hello, who's in there?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Meta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
Oh, this is the bolt area? Okay. I ran in here and now the door's locked. It'll help. You got locked in? How?
Easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Well, I need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Seeing as you're trapped, you might as well answer a few things for me.
Sure. Beats not answering questions.
Who are you?
Huxley. I'm an Iconoclast runner. The Iconoclast runner. Fastest we've got. Ain't a Raptidon on this void-forsaken hellhole that can catch me. I'm sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this and I'm liable to flip. Not keen on tight spaces, you know? Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here?
I want to get back to Amber Heights. Get me out of here! What do you mean? It's locked. Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! What do you mean? It's locked.
Persuade, yeah. Still can't get down.
Get me out of here!
Can I tab out of this? No.
Oh, much obliged.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, I don't know. I got a feeling I should wipe the terminals first. Didn't realize this was part of the thing. Bobbing. View executive reviews. Loading last access document. Continue. Senja has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than delegating it, a trend unbecoming of upper management. All in all, Sanjar's work habits suggest a preoccupation with details and a startling lack of vision. We cannot recommend him for further advancement. Needs improvement in the following areas: interpersonal communication, brevity, delegation, idea generation. Turn to root. Executive review. Is that what we just wrote? Yeah. RAM. Executive authorization required to proceed. Hack. RAM's understanding of product messaging and branding is impressive, especially for a relatively low-level editor. Has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham has issues with brevity and shows consistent disregard for prescribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. Recommend further supervision. Dora Erickson. We met Dora yet? Dora shows a real knack for brief but compelling presentations supported by catchy slogans. Her delegation skills are also top-notch. She can build a lengthy meeting around any topic and emerge with plenty of work assigned. Recommended for promotion. Delete all. Okay.
Phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
Sure you're okay to travel? Normally when you help someone, they give you something for the trouble.
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
Well, you have something on you.
Afraid not, lady. Gotta pack light if I'm gonna run away from monsters.
She better not have that bolt thing with her.
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, lady.
Arms storage. Weapon part, bit cartridge, heavy machine gun. Flamethrower. She didn't feel like taking any of this stuff. Where the fuck is it? Oh, we got it. Okay, cool.
Is it true that manta queens devour their mates after copulation?
Yeah. Well, sort of. They kill them, but they leave the body till their swarm hatches and eats it. The first meal is their father.
Makes one appreciative he wasn't born a mantisaur.
Slimy man like you might fit in just fine.
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect on our friend Nyoka.
Sir, please stop.
Forgive me, Celia. I couldn't help myself. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Found your review on the terminal in the arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Sorry, it was already open.
Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now.
Yeah, in charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
And you made it work. That's more than anyone could say for those execs.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Yeah. Here's the bolt thingy. I found a cartridge and deleted the data.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
MSI Elite Helmet. Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have taught less. How exactly is a data cartridge going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Well, spare me the details. What comes
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Just get on with it.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
What does that mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Sounds like you know well enough yourself.
That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia.
So go to Fullbrook and get the location of an illegal corporate facility then.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Infiltrate a secret corporate base and kidnap the staff. Sure. Easy.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Okay. Well, what's his helmet? MSI helmet or something. Didn't it have a star on it or something? Minus 10% spread. Okay. Right, another thing I was thinking about is... oh, junk. We haven't sold junk for a while. So maybe that might free up some space. Are these junk though? Can't I sell them to that chick? Right, vending machine. Sell junk. Right, we're at 21,400. 22,000, so 1,100 for that lot. And how much space did we get out of that? Okay, quite a bit, 60 odd. Gigiano. Into the lab. Well, the weapon was here, wasn't it? Let's go here. Do the weapony thingy bobbing. And then I think we'll call it a night with the new weapon. Journal. Weapons from the void.
Opening fire! Nice one, Captain! Nice one!
There's the flying things. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking we don't want to go this way. Excuse me.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold. Well now, here I thought those mantisaurs had peacefully exited the premises. But you're a simpler explanation. Thanks for the assistance. Name's Weston. Every once in a while I set up shop along these here roads. You find yourself in need of resupply, you come on by. Care to purchase a thing or two?
Oh, what you got? Oh, new helmet. Oh, we ain't got one. We ain't got this one particularly, so... Ticket. Hang on, how much is it? 349. Why not? $1,200. Three. Lazzy. Skills 5. Immunization. There's way too many things. Right, so how do we get across here? We need to, just need to get up there. Geronimo! Ouch. Mantipilla. Wait, why is it? Abandoned lab weapon. Monarch weapon.
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable. I'll find you.
Saying that.
It's very fashionable, I swear.
As bystanders, does this make us complicit?
No. Where, who, how? Why standing in what? We didn't see nothing. Oh, that's not fair. Someone died. Then who killed them? Ooh, that looked interesting. What's the name of all we got? Where did he kill him? Did I miss any more shots?
That's the last of them.
Took too long to get down there, didn't we? Monarch weapon. Locked.
Here they come. Got it.
Everything is looting. Everything is looting when you're part of a team. I'm overburdened. Rip. Everything is rip. Doesn't matter. We'll continue looting. Can you imagine if this was Fallout 76? Would that actually have been a good game? Oh, we got a key card. I wonder if that will help us unlock stuff. Love looting. I love looting. Do you think everyone loves looting? Do you think people like hate the inventory management and stuff? I mean, given the health items in this, they're trash. Like, there's no denying that. There's way too many. They do have great, like, some have good effects and stuff, but it's like just too many. Too many. Too many, too many, too many. There's two computers, this one and that one downstairs. Universal Defense Logistics. This terminal is only to be used by UDL personnel with A237 clearance. If you are reading this without A237 clearance, please report to your supervisor for immediate termination and disciplinary action, including but not limited to fines in excess of 100,000 bits, detention in a UDL authorized incarceration center for up to 136 months, mandatory corporate policies and values seminars, revocation of company lounge and or bathroom privileges. Research data. Lorem ipsum. Status in progress. Project Lorem ipsum shall result in a potent, most non-lethal crowd-controlled gas for use against rioting, agitated or excessive numerous crowds. Rich sulfur pockets make Monarch a prime site for testing and experimentation. Early results show promise, but further research is necessary. UDL disavows all knowledge and responsibility of Lorem ipsum. That backwards. Muspi Merrill. Okay. Wondering if it was maybe an anagram. All data in this report is considered proprietary knowledge. Back to messages. Just reporting in to let you know the lab's all set up. We found a good sulfur pocket to drill into. So the data's coming in, but the place smells awful. The only local we've had to make contact with is a sublight boss in Fallbrook. She doesn't ask questions, but I'm pretty sure she's gouging us. Oh, this is the external company that's working here. I'm supposed to smell awful. It's supposed to smell awful, that's the point. I don't care what sublight is charging as long as it keeps your presence there quiet. If word gets out, we're going to spend the rest of our lives in corporate re-education seminars. I don't want to hear from you again until you have a working formula. Once we've got that, you and the rest of the lab rats can come to Byzantium and live on cacao ribs for all I care. And come up with a better name for the project, something flashy and catchy, but that the rest of the management will take seriously, maybe Waterloo or Danger Burn. I'm sick of my boss asking me why I'm forgetting to fill out parts of my reports. Alternative project titles. Access restricted by user, J. Powell. Login credentials required. Hack! Boom! If Fellas wants a better title, let's see how he likes these, JP. You're gonna be furious if she ever finds out this list, and I'm not covering for you. Make sure these are good and hidden. Underdog. Eggs Mayhem. Skunk Parade. Fuck you, Valdez. I want my raise. Okay, return to research data. Transfer to external tape. Oh, I didn't follow up with Catherine. That doesn't matter, I found the stuff on my own. Right. No, do we loot this guy? Oh, we missed some. Was it a bright backdrop it had? Hey, was it? So is this the... It's like a gas gun, I guess. Use terminal. This terminal is only to be... Blah, blah, blah. Letter not actually written by Chairman Rockwell, however, it is an approximation of his tone and vocabulary with a 99.8% degree of accuracy, so you should still feel very ashamed. Research data. After successful trials, management has decided to put Project Not a Toy on hold. UDL will instead pursue projects with a wider area of effect for more practical large-scale crowd control. Before anyone asks, this does not mean I'm unlocking the gun. It's still off limits. Oh, so this isn't the gas gun. This is not a toy. Early results are promising. We've managed to increase the surface tension of the gloop to create a controlled and predictable spread of the substance. Management wants a catchier name though. No, I told Powell we're not calling the project Sticky Bits. But he refuses to refer to it as anything else. It doesn't even make sense. The gloop particles are nearly frictionless. Powell and Chastity have started to show interest in the project, which should be good, but their trials seem to involve covering various hard-to-reach surfaces in gloop and launching expensive equipment at them. I'm going to have a talk with them. Someone filled my underwear drawer with gloop. I have theories. Chastity used the gloop gun in our office paintball game yesterday. She said it was a mistake, but this is the third time she's made the same mistake, and she managed to cover the door panel with the stuff. Damn thing's been going haywire ever since. Do you know how hard it is to clean gloop? Chastity doesn't, because every time I pull out the latex and solvent, she remembers she's got actual work to do. From now on, I'm locking the damn gun up. Unlock the gloop containment unit. Confirm that you are unauthorized. Please answer the following question. Question 1. You are attending a company meeting at HHC headquarters in Byzantium, and vile dissidents attack the building. What is your priority? Should we just hack it? Protect the chairman. Correct response registered. Question 2. Oh shit, the hack option isn't there. I just thought we get XP for hacking. You are pursuing one of our many UDL personnel security mega outlets. You are perusing one of the outlets and enjoying our fine selection of employee compliance equipment when you are approached by a stranger. He makes an offhanded comment that could be construed as an indirect insult to Chairman Rockwell. What do you do? Berate him relentlessly to defend the chairman's honor. Smile and walk away. Engage him further to assess his intent. Berate him relentlessly. Correct response. Proceeding with security check. Continue. Question 3. You and your spouse have a healthy, loving relationship, but one day you discover that they have been reading unsanctioned stories to your children. What do you do? Destroy the stories and forbid your children from mentioning them again. Arrest your spouse and admit your children to a re-education program. Turn the stories into the authorities and claim responsibility. Arrest your spouse. Have a pleasant day. Indoor use of this weapon will result in any cleaning fees being deducted from your paycheck. Away from the gun. It's mine. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Inventory. New gun. Blah 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 blah. Right, we need to make some space again. Space again. Name any duplicates. Duplicate. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. I mean this. Break that down anyway. Excuse me. We have made room. Right, how far out is this other area? We're over there. We go here. Are you bad or not bad? Oh yeah, that's that restricted area thing, isn't it? We're gonna go this way anyway.
The caves back east are safest. You can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
You hiding? You scared?
Incoming!
Got him!
Ooh. Does it not do damage, or it does? It take like 15 thingies per shot.
Well
Yeah.
done. We're still alive.
I don't know. I suppose it's just quirky. Let's see how it works against robots. It hits him. Yeah. I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this, I'll take this.
Right hit! Stopping him past that armor. Stocking him more close.
Come on, where's the loot?
As always, I am at your disposal.
Didn't need to speak to you, but okay.
Anything you'd like to discuss?
Am I out of inventory again? My God! Oh, look at all these bodies.
Understood. I'll keep it. Here we go. Good score, Cap! I'll find his captain.
That armor. We got any duplicate armor? Wow, armor's the heaviest. Holy shit. Damn straight. Let me guess. Need to be level 100? Are you kidding me? I think we have to land in the other spot. Do you remember when we landed in there before? It cost us 100 to get out.
Come out! Watch out,
Can you give me some loot? No? Okay, fine. After all that... Oh, hang on.
Huh? I smell blood!
Can we actually get in this way?
I smite you in the name of the law!
Cool. Are there any vendors around here? Oh, cool.
Gotta find a hole in the armor! Everyone all right?
Any vending machines? Oh, it actually doesn't show us. Generic bar looking place. You have been on shift for 88,536 hours. You have earned a 5-minute break. Why not? Why not enjoy a knock you out bar? Supervisor override. Password is required. Enter password. You have lost bloody note. Welcome, Doctor. Activating backup generators. Enabling elevator. Opening secure door. Begin transaction. Did you greet the customer by saying, "Welcome to Rizzo Sweet Shop. We've got your candy handy. How can I sweeten your day?" Yes. Have you offered the customer a slap? Sales of lemon slap are down. Remind our customers how refreshing a good slap is. Try saying, "Thirsty friend? Nothing beats a zesty slap." Yes. Retrieving inventory data. Error retrieving current inventory. Transaction cancelled. View current inventory. Thing is in stock.
Here they come.
I mean, here they come.
Hit! That's the last of them.
My armor needs repairing. My armor needs... Oh, mods and stuff. Lots of mods. Lots of mods in the mod squad. Do, 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 do. Right, let's get in this elevator. Well, if this seems like a large maze, right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cadets, mod squad and elite forces, tomorrow we shall continue on looking for another secret weapon. What was that? Journal entry right there. Why the science weapon in the abandoned lab? Duncan in Fullbrook sold you a data pad used by one of the team that scouted the abandoned lab in Cascadia. The unfortunate contractor didn't survive, but one of his entire entries mentioned going back for the weapon. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow where we'll go and grab this weapon. Same time, I'm actually working 7 till 4 tomorrow instead of like 9, 6 and some shit. So, tomorrow some more Outer Worlds. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, do so. Also, you can follow me on Twitch for some other streaming stuff and things. Over here, we do the story time. Over on Twitch, we do the repetitive. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cadets, mod squad, elite forces, have yourselves a great evening. Commander out. Boop, 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 boop.